again, it just tells the story of it's the evil and the ugliness of people's hearts these days is everywhere.
This is Franky Rose's Think Tank. Here's your host, Franky Rose.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Think Tank. So we have a verdict. Let me see, I put it on pause in stereo. So what do you guys think? What are we going to have here? A guilty, a not guilty? I'm surprised that it took this long, to be honest with you. I didn't expect this to take a few days. I thought for sure the next day, absolutely maximum. It makes me a little nervous. I know I think he's guilty. Personally, I think the guy's guiltier than sin. But I don't know. I'm not in there. Yeah. Hello. How you doing? Great to meet you, Donna. Hey, Mexi. Hello, hello, hello. Guilty. I think guilty, but it worries me because they took a little while. I thought it would be fast. Oh my God. His attitude in the stand definitely did not help if he's innocent. No. And I mean, the faces he was making the other day, it was like, oh, Lordy, Lordy. He didn't do himself any favors, and neither did even his own doctor that came in. Didn't do him any favors. It's like he was not good at his job, in my opinion. So, yeah, I guess we just wait for him to come out. We're almost there. 5 minutes. Lordy, Lordy. Yeah, that's very true. They had a lot to go through and they did not know what we did. That's very well said. Very well said. You know, some of these juries, they're super fast and it makes you wonder, you know, did you look at the evidence? But sometimes one that we think is so easy like this, but you're right. They didn't know what we do. I don't know how fair that is. It disturbs me a little bit because I know we've heard so many times after a trial, let's say they get innocent. They're let go, not to be charged again. Well, then the jurors come out and go, oh God, he's guilty. We didn't know this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, well, the maneuvering that goes on in these courtrooms blows me away. You know, this shouldn't be shown to the jury. That shouldn't. If it's fact, it should be shown to the jury. And if it's something that is supporting fact, for sure. Not, oh, it might, you know, they might change their opinion if they hear this because, you know, it was from previous actions. And it's like, but isn't the best way to figure out what's coming is to look back? Isn't that how it works? Learn from what you know. Just wow. More people than I expected are coming in too. Probably mostly reporters, right? How come everyone's wearing red or orange back there? What does that mean? It must mean something that all those women are wearing like orange. Oh yeah, more press. Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody know what these orange shirts are all about? I find that interesting. Well, I'm ready for this. A couple more minutes. Bring that guy in. Yeah, the closing arguments were just a mess. And like I say, even that Spencer hearing, it was like, what? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Closest to that one cop? Oh, lordy, lordy. Why are they wearing orange? It's not a very big courtroom. Is that only 2 rows? Wow. Tiny, tiny courtroom. Back there in red. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 5 of them. Hey, Maxie. Do you have an opinion? Come on in, fellas, ladies, and gentlemen. I think it's the first time I've seen a courtroom this tiny. 2 rows. Okay. Wow. You know, a lot of lives are very convoluted. Oh, Jazzy says hi. Oh. Now, is he divorced? I think he's divorced, right? There's been so much going on lately. You know, person gets only dribs and drabs. I've been doing some videos today just on some of the stuff that's been going on. They're fairly brief, but you know, the odd update. I did Grady, Judd, and DeSantis this morning, and that was interesting. You gotta love Grady Judd. I did that one this morning, and Matthew Farwell has been has finally been charged in the death of, good Lord. I'm just looking. I don't think Sandra Birchmore. I didn't put her name in there very much. I'm going to have to fix that up too. So yeah, I did Sandra Birchmore, and I did a couple shorts, and I did that argument that turned into a pew-pewing. Oh, is he coming in? So yeah, it's been a busy day, and that's only some of the stuff that's been going on. Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, he's not yet. Okay. Do you recognize her in there? And like I said, what is this orange about? I almost look like I'm participating. Oh my God. If he gets let off or something, you'll see everybody go snaky. Oh, okay. It's like, what? Yeah, you know a lot more than we do. I've only been catching bits and pieces. Yeah, there's a ton of red back there. It's very interesting. Oh, Lordy. One of these days, guys, it's 5th from the left. Like behind the guard. They do. I noticed that. They do have the lapel pins as well. It's very interesting. So was the office backing him, saying that there's no way he did this? Yeah, hawk eyes. Yeah, I think a lot of it is media as well. Again, I'm shocked that is there only 2 rows? It blows me away how tiny this courtroom is. And they know what's going on. They've got the answer to this. Now we want the answer. You're late. Okay, the original staff. Okay. From what I've seen, we did take a look at the closing arguments, and those were really interesting, actually. You learned quite a bit, but you know all of the little details, which is awesome. Nice to have you. It's always nice when you've got somebody who knows deeper into the cases. It's always nice to learn more. I just can't imagine being the person sitting in that chair waiting for 12 people to decide if you're going to be done for. Well, hello, Tracy. Good to see ya. Hello, hello. Thanks for putting that in Discord for me, Maxie. So 3 rows? Three rows? So these are the ones I'm assuming are supportive of the prosecution. Oh, yeah. The facial expressions, I tell you what, they drove me nuts. It's like, good Lord. Like squinting his face up or just acting shocked or whatever he was mimicking. Jazzy, shush it. Yeah, the facial expressions just were like, you almost wanted to like react. Well, hello, Keza. Everyone, oh, there we are. How come we got no volume?
come to order and be seated, please.
The record reflects that the hearing is taking place outside the presence of the jury panel. The court has marked as Courts Exhibit 27 and 28 notes received from the jury panel. Does the state want to say anything?
No, Your Honor.
The defense?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, at this time we can bring the jury panel in.
Elmer Fudd. Hey, Ruthie.
Bring the jury panel.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that great, Elmer Fudd? I like it. Oh my God. Yeah. Even the top of his head is white. He's a little pale. Oh, here comes, look at the face again. Everyone's isn't that great? Yeah. Yeah. Like he's like a Shar-Pei. His like wrinkles go all the way back. The cat. This one.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Does the state stipulate to the presence of the panel as well as the two alternates? Mr. Jasper?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, here we
Jury
go.
number 2, have you been selected to be the foreperson?
Yes.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Will you please hand the verdict form to Officer Hawks?
Okay. Yeah, Klingon looking.
Okay, the clerk will now read the verdict form out loud. The defendant and his attorneys will stand for the reading of the verdict.
Here we go, guys.
District Court, Clark County, Nevada, State of Nevada, Plaintiff versus Robert Telles, Defendant, Case Number C-368935, Department Number 12, Verdict. We, the jury in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Robert Telles, as follows. Murder with use of a deadly weapon, victim 60 years of age or older. Guilty of first-degree murder with use of a deadly weapon, victim 60 years of age or older. Special verdict. The jury unanimously finds the murder willful, deliberate, and premeditated. The jury unanimously finds the murder was committed by means of lying in wait. The jury unanimously finds the murder was committed by means of elder abuse. Guilty of first-degree murder with use of a deadly weapon. Special verdict. The jury unanimously finds the murder willful, deliberate, premeditated. Do you want me to finish this?
I'm just having the attorney's approach for just a moment.
Thank you, Judge.
Nice. Nice. I was a little worried, I have to tell you. But I think they got it right. Wow. Clutch. I don't know what that means. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. What's happening though? I know. Doesn't that just, it's like, Jesus Lord Murphy.
Okay.
Did he think everyone was going to buy his BS?
Dated this 28th day of August 2024, signed by foreperson, juror number 2. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are these your verdicts as read? So say you one, so say you all.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, the clerk is going to ask you a question and just ask that you respond yes or no.
Juror number 1 is, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 2, are these your verdicts as read? Juror number 3, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 4, are these your verdicts as read?
Right?
Juror number 5, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 6, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 7, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 8, are these your
Oh.
verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 9, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 10, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 11, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes.
Juror number 12, are these your verdicts as read?
Yes. At this time, the clerk will record the verdict in the official record of the court. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, pursuant to your verdict, we will now go into the penalty phase of the trial. We're going to take a break and allow the attorneys to get prepared for that penalty phase. So we will start again at 1:30. At this time, you'll all be able to be back together again. You're going to go with the court officer back to the jury deliberation room. And at 1:30, we will begin the penalty phase of this trial. Thank you very much, and you're excused.
Thank you.
All righty. What?
Please don't
Okay,
forget.
so is that in 15 minutes, guys? So I'm not familiar with the time zone here with this one. Is this Eastern? Yeah, that's my thoughts, Tracy. I think they're gonna. Yeah. Boom. So my understanding, I mean, unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong here, but I think they had to have their verdict ready too. Is my thoughts. I'd love to know what their pins say. Oh, she's sad. Is that like the girlfriend? Oh, Vegas is. So is that 1 hour? Jazzy much. So I'm not 1,000% sure if I should continue. Like, is that in 15 minutes, you guys? Damn. This Canadian cannot catch on to all the time zones. So I think there's 1 hour difference, which means 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Help me, help me. Okay, well, let me see what else. Guilty. Oh, Jazzy Mom, Jazzy Mom. I'm muted again. She's really going for it. Okay, she might have stopped. Yeah, it's, you know, some of these time zones. Oh, is that right? Okay. All right. That's a, yeah. So it's noon there. So they come back. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. It's noon there, so they're behind me, that's what's buggering me up. Yeah. His facial expressions blow me away. Verify. There we are. And then they don't let me. Oh, Lordy. Well, that's what I think. Yeah. Penalty phase. Yeah, I think so too. So they must have had to think about that the whole time they were out. That makes a lot of sense to me now. If they have to also like sentence him, they had a lot to think about. Mexi, what time? Okay, what time? My time. I am so messed up. So they do have the DP there, but haven't done this since 2006. Is that what you were saying? The amount of crime so far this year, probably trying to reduce as much as possible. Oh, it's been bad everywhere. All of these riots and oh my God. And it's everywhere. It doesn't seem to be one spot. It seems to be all spots. Oh, is there? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, until the next time change. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Texas would be that way. Yeah. Okay, Keza, so what time? What time? Are they sentencing? I'm so buggered up. I can't remember. Did she say 1:30, which would mean 2:30? What? I don't even. Oh, Lordy, let me go back. So 1:30. So that's 2:30 for us, I'm assuming. Because they're 1 hour behind. Yeah, I'm same 1:22, but same. Which means in about an hour. Let's see here. Let's take a look over here for a minute.
Las Vegas, known for its glitz and glamour, but also for its edgy side, sex, gambling, organized crime, earning its nickname Sin City. And a hard-hitting investigative journalist who covered it all, found stabbed to death last month.
Okay, so this is really interesting. I think we can just take our time and check it out. I think I can do that, but I'm going to have to take quite a few breaks.
Month, seemingly for doing his job. The suspect, not a mafia hitman, but a local politician.
How do you plead, guilty or not guilty? Not guilty, Your Honor.
Robert Telles, a former Clark County public administrator, appearing in court today, pleading not guilty.
He's always kind of had a wah, face, hey?
For the murder of reporter Jeff Gehrman.
I always sort of thought of Jeff almost as like a boxer. You know, there was the serious side in the ring, super competitive, was a scoop machine, more scoops than Baskin Robbins. He was always digging out stories, always working sources. Everybody trusted Jeff.
He was just really dedicated to the craft. He was really tenacious with everything that he covered.
Yeah, and when you're a bad guy, you don't really want someone who's tenacious looking into you.
He was going to keep digging until he got to the bottom of the story or found what he was looking for.
His death stunned the city, galvanized his fellow journalists, and raised concerns over the freedom and safety of the press.
A Las Vegas Review-Journal investigative reporter found dead yesterday morning.
On the morning of September 3rd, the veteran reporter was found dead just outside his home, stabbed 7 times. There were signs of a struggle.
I was just shocked, couldn't.
Let's see here. I am going to move it up a little bit. Signs of a struggle. And then I'm just hoping that they're going to show us. Let's see here.
She claims Telles was a bad boss, creating a toxic work environment, and alleging that he had an inappropriate relationship with a colleague.
He came into my office several times in a rage. You saw stress every day in multiple employees, and it just became worse and worse.
Telles, in a jailhouse interview with our affiliate KTNV, denies the allegations.
It's false.
His face. I mean, you guys, I just can't. Well, what the hell?
In that office was very important, very good. We did have a lot of accomplishments.
Disturbed by Telles's behavior, Reed decided to challenge him in the race for Clark County Public Administrator. Reed and her coworkers also tipped off a reporter who had a long history of exposing bad behavior, from corruption to mob murders.
Yep. Oh, there he is. Okay.
That sent the politician reeling.
Primarily, there were some things in social media where he was voicing that anger against the articles.
In one blog post, Telles taking aim at Gehrman's reporting, calling it gut-wrenching, writing, "It was so ugly that you almost had to believe it was true. I can understand why you might have, with the writer's skill at pushing buttons." Last June, Reed defeated Telles in the Democratic primary, but never could have predicted what would happen just a few months later.
I guess maybe I felt there might be an encounter one day or an altercation, a verbal altercation, but I could never have imagined this.
No, how would you? How in God's green earth would you?
Telles cased Gehrman's home, lying in wait, according to a criminal complaint.
Yep.
Then, disguised in a reflective vest and large hat.
That's what I was. You guys. Like, what? Oh my God, give me a break.
Stabbed him.
The victim,
Like
69-year-old Jeff Gehrman, was stabbed 7 times.
But it wasn't law enforcement alone that helped crack the case. It was partly the work of Gehrman's colleagues. David Ferrara worked with Gehrman at the paper.
I'm not really sure why it keeps kind of glitching out.
Sharing a closet-sized office with him at one point.
For me, what I was thinking about, what would Jeff have done in this situation if he was a reporter on this? I had him in the back of my mind when I was doing these stories, thinking like, we've got to do our best job on this story for him.
Absolutely. Okay. Now this is the vehicle that was being driven.
Them releasing the image of the vehicle. A friend of mine who used to work the paper sent me an image from TELLES's Facebook page that showed the same vehicle that was described by the police, same vehicle that appeared to be in the photo, this dark maroon Yukon Denali, and it was TELLES's wife and children standing right next to the vehicle. When we saw that, I think there was shock and realized, like, oh my God, this is, I think this is...
Yeah, this is real. Whoa.
After a standoff with police, TELLES was arrested and charged with murder.
What?
Can you tell us anything?
Investigators say they found DNA evidence linking TELLES to the crime.
DNA recovered from the victim's hands under his fingernails. They do identify the DNA as the defendant's.
At that point, the mourning process for Gehrman could begin.
He really cared about what he was doing, and
that's the thing. I mean, everybody seemed to have liked him.
He was known as a fierce and fearless investigative reporter who covered everything from casino corruption to the deadliest mass shooting on American soil.
I think he covered just about every big news story in this, in Las Vegas and Nevada for the past 20, 30 years.
Larry Henry worked with Gehrman at the Las Vegas Sun.
Watching Jeff put a story together and hearing him on the phone, his sense of fairness and balance. And on the personal side, I just, from Jeff, I just really learned how to be compassionate and empathetic. And, everybody's story is valid. Everybody's story has relevance. And that's what Jeff always, always understood.
Reed believes Gehrman's commitment to her story cost him his life.
Well, she can't be blaming herself there, can she? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why it glitches out like that. It's not me, guys.
Stood up for people who didn't have any power and didn't have a voice and were often quashed by people in power. Also, just being compassionate and empathetic and being a good human being.
Yeah. I mean, it's not obvious or anything. Good Lord.
Like Jack Smith doing more of what he does, which is fine.
They found that in one of his cupboards, all kind of chopped up. He chopped up his runners. I don't quite understand that, but oh my God. Unreal. Yeah, there we are. So yeah, probably in about an hour from now. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably jump off and we can meet back here in about an hour is what I'm thinking. But let's see here. Let's get some stuff done first. I forgot he was a politician. No wonder he thought he could get away with it, right? He is one of many who should have kept shut, but didn't. He buried himself. Other than so much evidence against him. Yeah, he creeps me out too. Like, who cuts up runners? They found the hat. They found, I do believe, the runners. They were saying there was DNA under his nails. They've got the videos. They've got like the CCTV of his vehicle going there. It's just, oh yeah, creepy. Yep. Oh my God. I don't know about his little outfit there. Like, what? Come on. Yeah, you don't stand out at all. Yeah, he's not what you would call like a bright bulb. Well, hello, welcome back, friend. Good to see you. So yeah, I'll bounce. I'll set up another stream for about an hour from now. And that way we can get whatever we need to get done as far as domestic duties or life or whatever's whatever's going on. So yeah, subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye.